everyone. So this week I thought I would give you a little bit of a video on my latest findings in my most recent research, which is on music performance anxiety. So I've conducted a case study, and what I found really overwhelming is that the study reveals that young students are actually suffering with quite high levels of music performance anxiety, and these are children that are preparing professionals or existing professionals in the musical theatre industry, and one of the biggest things that came up in my findings was that students are feeling unprepared, which has prompted me to hopefully give you quite an exciting video on some of the questions that were thrown up in my discussion. So, first of all, I think it's really important that we just have a discussion about how do we practice. So I can tell you what practicing probably isn't, and that's that singing practice is definitely not just singing through songs. And that sounds quite obvious to singing teachers and music teachers and dance teachers and choreographers and so on and so forth, but practicing a song is not practicing singing. So practicing singing will involve warming up, exercising your voice, and then going to specific points in songs that you need to work on. So perhaps there's a bit that's a little bit tricky and you're struggling to maintain the voice quality that you want. So you'll get a magnifying glass out and look for those points in the songs that you are struggling with or that you need to work with. And then you will go to the exercises that will help you work those bits through. Practice might entail doing some research on your songs, on your character. It might involve doing some acting through song work and going through the text and finding out how you want to represent your character or what your character's story is to tell for the audience. In terms of preparing yourself for auditions and so on and so forth, you really need to have ongoing help and guidance from industry professionals that can help you. I was really overwhelmed in my study to hear how many people are freaking out, attending auditions, not knowing what song to take, what cuts to sing and so on. Of course you're going to feel nervous if you haven't prepared yourself. So again, although lessons cost money, you're kind of putting yourself into the fire without being able to feel like you are prepared. And we teachers are here to support you, and we have the industry knowledge to coach you and train you through. If there are elements of practice that you're struggling with, so if you struggle to learn lyrics, if you're struggling to learn music, rhythms, ask your teacher to help you. There's so many resources available to you online as well, and there's lots of things that we can now read about from motor learning, and try and find out how you best learn things and learn however suits you. How often should you practice? Well, that depends on your goals and your targets and what you're hoping to achieve and what deadlines you've got and so on. But it goes without saying that if you want to be a master of your art, you are going to have to practice regularly, and that's fun. And if it's not fun, then you perhaps need to ask yourself why. And there's a multitude of whys and answers to that why, which we're not going to explore now. But just as a ballpark figure, I think you need to be exercising your vocals every day if you're serious about being a professional musical theatre singer. And I know that you've all got lots on your plates, but you need to try and find some time to exercise, get your voice mobile, even if it's that you're doing puffy cheek exercises, SOVTs, sirens and so on every day, and you've got to be doing that work. If we look at sports science research, it tells us a lot about training and practice methods and coaching methods, and we can delve into those another time too. But what's most important to say is that you do need a routine, and your routine can be however you need it to be. So if you need it to be flexible, then do it that way. If you need it to be every day at 9 o'clock, then do it that way. If you need it to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the other days of the week 7 o'clock until 7:30, then fine. But the most important thing for me to stress is that it's an individual journey, so I can't make a video and tell you exactly how to do it. I think I will make other videos and give you some ideas of how to do it, but it's really important. I like to get my students to set their goal and work backwards to now, today, what's going on. So think about your end goal, and is it a realistic goal, or are you being unrealistic? Because being unrealistic is not helpful, let's face it. And you need to be mindful and kind to yourself, set realistic goals and realistic challenges, and then work backwards from there to bring you to the present here and now. And that's really, really beneficial. And you don't need a teacher to help you coach for absolutely everything. It's absolutely true. You can goal set, and one of the best ways for you to set realistic goals for yourself is by engaging in a journal. So you can use a journal, and there's so much research out there that suggests that if you take control of your learning, that you will skyrocket through with your success. If you'd like any help on how to journal effectively or how to set goals, you are more than welcome to contact me, and maybe I'll do a little video in a couple of weeks about journaling and goal setting. And of course, if you want to come see me for a singing lesson, or you want some help with some exercises, you can hop over to my YouTube channel. My website is www.ameliacarvoice.com. My email address is ac@ameliacarvoice.com. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram and on Facebook. Every Tuesday I do Tuesday tips. And you can really send me some suggestions through DMs that help me formulate my Tuesday tips and help me know what to put in the content of my videos. I hope you've enjoyed today. It's only a brief one, I know. There's lots more that I can say and will say once my research is published. Thanks very much.